Testing. Okay. I think everything's fine. Alright. Yep, we're continuing off from... well, from the trial... the first trial of the second case in the game. And I presume this is like the second phase of investigation for this chapter, or episode, or case, whatever, however this game calls it. And I need to double check. Yeah, advance authorization, village, notice board. Yep. Good day to you, buddy. I'm just reviewing the evidence because it's been a while since I've played this game. Yep. Medicine bottle, yeah, because it involves a pharmaceutical representative. A note, yeah, says, yeah, let's come on the cliff. Where is to wrap up your problem? Then this weird black piece of cloth. This is our client who's suspected of murdering this guy, an Italian member of a pharmaceutical company. And yeah, okay. There's your knife. There's no blood or what in the Ace Attorney? Oh yes, this is an Ace Attorney inspired game called Trials of Innocence. It was created by a Chinese game development company, and evidently this game also, I believe, takes place in China, with its own fictional elements, of course. So yeah, and just like modern Ace Attorney games, it has some voice acting, but literally almost every single voice, every single dialogue that's voice acted is in is spoken in Chinese. Although the developers and the voice actors did put out an effort to have the voice actors speak out English lines for when it comes to saying objection, or hold it. And even some unique lines like nonsense, because that's what the prosecutor in this case has been saying, which is pretty funny. Hearing their English accent. And yeah, so yeah, this is a murder case that took place in a remote village called Lemon Village, and our client is someone who traveled there for his own, I guess, training arc or something. He just wants to be a better wolf man, I guess. His persona or something. I don't know exactly what his motivations were to go to a remote village, but he was suspected of killing this guy, who is an Italian man that works for a pharmaceutical company. And well, yeah, we're basically trying to prove him innocent because he ain't the one who murdered this guy. At least I hope not. And then this is our detective, Cirrus Spark. And yep, and this is the prosecutor. Hi, Pyro. And yeah, this is the prosecutor we've been going up against in this case. We've already gone through our first trial in this case, and now we're in our second stage of investigation. And our assistant / also another fellow lawyer within the defense department. Yeah, this is the prosecutor's younger sister, which is neat. But yeah, anyway, I think after reviewing all the evidence, I think the victim's clothing shows signs of tearing, fingerprints matching shoe print, and the right buttock because our client kicked the Italian guy's ass. We can blackmail the prosecutor. I don't think that's a good idea, considering the prosecutor is incredibly superhuman. Like, apparently she's so strong she can punch holes in walls. Kidnap his sister. She already works for the fucking company that we're in. Yeah, she literally works for this guy, the guy I'm playing. Yeah. Yeah, the Drake and Thomas Co. law offices, yeah. Because, yeah, Charlotte, yeah. Pay her a bonus? Hey, I mean, she only recently started becoming a lawyer in the office, okay? She's still... it's a bit early for that. To manipulate the prosecutor. Nah, she's got... Nah, her sister won't fold like that. In fact, the reason she took on this case was to specifically beat Charlie Drake's ass in a trial, and then prove to her younger sister that being a defense lawyer is not the way, at least not under this guy, and she heavily encourages her younger sister to become a prosecutor instead. But yeah. Anyway, it's been a long time since I felt so tired because of a trial. She a hater? Yeah, she really is a hater of Charlie Drake. Still, the raid is incredible as they say. The first entire half session was so intense that I couldn't catch my breath. Fortunately, that little wolf woke up just in time. But if we continue like this, tomorrow will be...
Excellent, Chief.
Oh, Luna, it's you.
Yep, today's chief is quite dashing.
Today's chief is
quite dashing.
I think, yeah. Yeah, and another thing with this game is it still has a bit of grammatical issues and at times also spelling issues, because this game was translated from Chinese, obviously, because this game was originally in Chinese, and they recently got this game translated and put on PC, because funnily enough, I didn't even know it was a mobile game. It was a Chinese mobile game. Yeah. Yeah, I actually had no idea until recently.
You held your own in the face-off with Sis without missing a beat.
Ugh. Not getting slammed into a wall by your sister is already a relief.
Missing out on Sis's long-awaited punch is actually a bit disappointing.
Are you cursing me?
Just kidding. If you are punched into a wall, nobody's gonna pay my salary.
So my only value is to pay your salary?
By the way, this case has been dragged into the second day, so what should we do today?
We got a lot of new information in court just now. There's a lot we should investigate in Lemon Village.
I see. Do you need my help?
Then tell me what you gained sitting in the assistant seat. You weren't at the scene yesterday, but you listened to the entire trial just now.
Yes, Chief. Most of the time, you were overshadowed by Sis's imposing presence.
Really had to bring that up, didn't you? Don't you have any other thoughts?
Of course, I do. Of course I do. I was just joking. The most crucial discovery today is the proof of a third party's possible presence at the crime scene, right? This means the wolf guy isn't the only suspect anymore.
Exactly. He's a bit impulsive, but he doesn't have the personality to be a killer.
Yes, and he could confront Sis's fist head on, which indicates he's definitely not a bad guy.
Quite a unique way of judging people.
Even though he fancies himself a wolf, deep down, he's probably as gentle as his name suggests. A collie, don't you think?
Don't say that in front of them. Luna, is there anything you notice about the current case?
Are you testing me, Chief? The most noteworthy thing is probably the real culprit, right?
What do you mean?
If Mr. Colleyfield isn't the one who pushed the Italian off the cliff, then the culprit must be among the villagers. After all, this place is small and remote. It's basically unlikely for an outsider to commit the crime, right?
If the killer is indeed a villager, our investigation is going to get quite complicated.
Huh? Why is that? If we can narrow down the suspects, it is a good thing, isn't it?
Not necessarily, because the village is so secluded, and the villagers have little contact with outsiders. The villagers would become very close, and it would be difficult for them to do anything that harms each other.
So you mean they would cover for each other?
I'm afraid so. Cases like this, are common in news in recent years. The entire village shares everything, good or bad, and this determination might even override the law.
It does seem like that indeed.
And the clues we now have are not enough to point to anyone. Well. We have to go to that village again later. My back!
You really are getting old, Chief. Conquering mountains and crossing hills are what young people do. Leave that to me today.
Well, it's so nice to be young. So after being fully prepared, I'm about to hit the road.
Okay, I've decided. In order to let Mr. Cauliflower bask in the sun again, I'll go with you to investigate Lemon Village today.
Hey, don't make decisions on your own.
Laura's words should be solid and sound once spoken. Since I said that, just take me with you.
Where did you pick up these strange ideas? But should I take her for today's investigation? It's something to think about. Imagine having her around while talking with the villagers. It might make the atmosphere a bit more relaxed. If she had been there yesterday, getting that cloth wouldn't have been such a hassle. Alright, let's see how you perform today.
Fantastic! Finally, I can go sightseeing.
So this is the main reason? By the way, what happened to that black cloth presented in the court today?
Oh, the relevant investigation has been entrusted to Detective Spark. Sis is overseeing it, so it won't take long. We can meet him in Lemon Village, right?
Yeah, hopefully there's still some fingerprints, DNA, or something up there. Enough talk. If you're ready, let's get going.
I've been ready for ages, but Chief, you seem really uncomfortable.
Well, you have no idea how tough that mountain road is.
Oh, I see. And why did you still put up so many things? Oh, wait. Oh, I see. And why did you still put so many things in the bag?
I think it's supposed to say in your bag. That actually reminds me. I better clear out the unnecessary stuff before the investigation. The evidence that is no longer needed has been discarded. Alright, all settled. Let's go.
Destination, Lemon Village. Let's go.
So what did he get rid of? Oh, just the defense authorization papers. On the night it was clear with no clouds. It's got a rare supermoon. Okay, and then there's a camera. So that's 6 p.m. And yeah, the Italian guy left the day after. Yeah, 1 a.m. And then Wolfgang left, and then he came back, and the Italian guy didn't come back because he was pushed off the cliff and got murdered. Yeah, and then this is what was in the Italian's possessions. And his broken sunglasses, which do not belong to either character. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. August 21st, 2:25 p.m. Entrance of Lemon Village. My back! This time we choose to travel by a high-speed rail and long-distance bus, so the trip was way shorter. But how could the road be even bumpier?
Although I've heard it many times, this village really is remote. Really remote. It's supposed to be a fancy tour bus, but it feels more like we're riding a tractor on the mountain road. But the scenery here is really beautiful. What a paradise.
Take your time to enjoy it. I need to find a place to sit for a while.
You were sitting the whole way, weren't you? You need to finish the investigation before sunset.
In that environment, it's more like enduring than sitting.
Chief, you're only 31, yet you're not as sturdy as my dad. I should have just brought a wheelchair for you.
Your dad? Is he Prosecutor Ray's father? I remember he used to be a Sonda athlete. Can it be compared to a normal human being?
Yes, that's right. My dad's way of teaching is quite strict. Sis was weak and often ill when she was young, so my dad sent her to learn boxing.
Prosecutor Ray? Weak and ill? That's hard to imagine.
I heard that when Sis started learning, he really gave her a hard time and made her cry a lot. But under my father's excellent guidance, she was able to knock out boys much taller than her after only 2 years.
what a change.
I thought about letting it, but my mom stopped me, saying she didn't want both of her daughters to end up unmarried.
Though I believe marriage is a personal choice and parents shouldn't interfere, your mother still did the right thing.
But every time I come across a lying witness in court, I can feel the warrior spirit within me burning, eager to rush up and tear them apart. Well, it's called a family thing.
Hey, this sounds quite dangerous.
Chief? The guy over there looks very familiar. He's approaching.
Feels like some creepy vibe coming our way. Ah, sneaky lawyer! It's you. You caused great trouble for me today. I'm serious. I got punched by Prosecutor Ray, and to top it all off, my whole month's salary was docked because of her report to the Bureau. If it continues like this, I'll be broke. I'm serious. What a pity. Yes, just like Ace Attorney, there has to be a detective whose pay is constantly getting docked for every failing. Still looking so spirited after getting punched by Prosecutor Ray. You're pretty impressive. If I hadn't hidden a steel plate in my chest, I would have been punched through the heart by her. I'm serious. My goodness, if I win this case, what kind of ordeal is waiting for me? Detective Spark, about today's trial. Your performance today was quite impressive, and I must say, I'm a bit moved. I'm serious. In such an unfavorable situation, managing to find a loophole is quite an achievement. But in the future, please don't continue to make my life difficult. It's completely unintentional. So yesterday you should have handed over that black cloth to me right away. Otherwise I would have ended up in this. I wouldn't have ended up in this mess. It's not that I don't want to. When I got it, it was already evening, and you had already left. Seems like I'm not doing my job well. Oh no, I suddenly made him disheartened.
That's not true. Both the defense and the prosecution couldn't have proceeded without your assistance.
Really?
Of course, for example, the detailed examination of the new evidence submitted in court today is all thanks to you.
This young lady knows how to speak. No worries, I'll make sure to rock this mission. I'm serious. Well done. If I were to say the same thing, I'd probably just get him yelling. By the way, how's the examination result of that black cloth? Don't interrupt me, I was just about to tell you. I'm serious. Its examination is all complete. I'm serious. Oh, that's great news. Investigation reveals the cloth from a cotton... I think it's supposed to be from a cotton jacket. Investigation reveals the cloth to be from a cotton jacket. One side is a clean cut, indicating it was made by a sharp object. Well, I figured out most of these details in court. More surprisingly, the fingerprints of the village doctor, Vincent Lemon, were found on it. I'm serious.
Huh? So this jacket turned out to be the doctor's work uniform?
From the color to material, it doesn't look like part of the work uniform at all. Vincent Lemon, hitting a lot of snags when interacting with him yesterday. Seems like today we can't avoid it either. Detective Spark, have you investigated this village's doctor? Of course. I always work efficiently and never dilly-dally. I'm serious. Knowing that this item came from the village doctor, I immediately applied for a search warrant and rushed to the clinic. And then I was kicked out by that village doctor. What? So you haven't even entered the door? Well, that village doctor is not easy to deal with. I'm serious. Detective Spark can't handle him, which isn't surprising. Detective Spark, you've already got a search warrant, so it should be fine for us to go there, right? As long as you have the ability to get in. Yep, that's updated.
Evidence updated.
Alright, let's not just stand at the village gate. Hurry in and take a look. She's already taken out her camera and entered sightseeing mode. I remember there's a building with a large cross sign at the entrance in the village square. That must be the clinic, right?
August 21st, Square, Lemon Village.
Huh. The village clinic should be around here.
Wow, such a big square. And not a single person. I feel like shouting out loud.
It's afternoon now. Maybe the villagers are busy with preparations for the curfew.
A murder happened recently, but the village still remains so peaceful.
Indeed. It's hard to imagine that a village like this harbors a murderer.
Chief, look over there. An old man.
True. I didn't see him yesterday. Let's go talk to him.
Hello, sir. Do you know how to get into the clinic?
Nice to meet you, lady. You're dazzling my old eyes. Where do you come from?
Excuse us. I'm Charlie Drake, a defense lawyer, and this is my assistant, Luna Ray.
And nice to meet you.
Lawyer. Good. A lovely lady and a sloppy young man. The first time I've seen lawyers like you after living for 7 decades.
Well. It's been over 10 years since someone called me a young man.
You must be. You must be the lawyers for that Mr. Caulfield, right?
Huh? You know about us?
Indeed. I have heard quite a bit from my granddaughter.
Granddaughter? So are you Annie's grandfather?
Indeed. I am the village chief. I'm feeling a bit better today, so I went out for a walk. As the village chief, I apologize for not being able to give you a proper welcome.
No, please don't say that. We should apologize for not visiting you first.
The village chief's health is worse than I imagined. Being so weak, he couldn't possibly be the culprit. Anyway, this is a rare opportunity for investigation. We have a few questions. Would you mind answering them?
Feel free to ask.
Hold on.
We still don't know your name. May I ask how we should address you?
Names are external things, not worth mentioning. Call me whatever you like.
The first time I've heard someone call a name an external thing. What a mysterious old man.
Sir, has your health always been like this?
Of course not. In my younger years, I was quite the pro at growing lemon trees, you know. Perhaps my past carefree living led to this. Lately, my limbs betray me, and I can't even move saplings on my own.
You could have relied on horses for that, couldn't you?
But I still don't want to admit I'm old. The weather is nice today, so I come out for a walk to stretch my bones.
You really don't have to admit. I think your complexion is better than this young man next to me.
Hey, I enjoyed a roller coaster for quite a while on the way.
Thank you, young lady. Seems that this young man doesn't exercise much. You should learn from her.
Learn from her? To stay at the office, pile up snacks, and watch dramas without going out for 3 days straight?
By the way, sir, can we ask you something about the villagers?
Feel free to ask.
When I was here before, I had a few conversations with Annie. She often mentioned you.
Yes. Annie is a good kid. It's she who has taken care of me in recent years. Speaking of this, the poor kid lost her parents from a young age, and has to take care of me. She hasn't had the chance to step out of this mountain and see the outside world. Being a grandfather, I haven't fulfilled my duties and have instead become a burden. I truly feel guilty about that.
Please don't say that.
Sir, Annie is still young. She has plenty of opportunities to explore the world after the case is closed. If she is willing, we can take her out after we wrap up the case.
Good. Thank you both in advance.
No need to be so polite, sir.
Thank you.
It seems the village chief doesn't want Annie to leave him. We better not insist too much. Yeah, we are total strangers, so fair enough. Could you please tell us something about Dr. Vincent? He seems quite respectable in the village.
Vincent? Definitely he is. The village's vitality totally relies on him.
I see. Do all the villagers trust Dr. Vincent?
Certainly. He is the pride of our village. We have a world-famous doctor in this mountainous area. You know how difficult it is.
World famous?
Yes, he studied in a foreign country.
Feels like there's quite a difference between our idea of world famous.
That kid is great in every way, just a bit stubborn.
Stubborn? In what way?
He keeps going to those dangerous places to collect herbs, not caring about falling. I try to warn him, but he won't listen. He's just too stubborn. Once he decides on something, he must see it through. I mean, what's the point of all this hassle?
I saw him gathering herds near the cliff yesterday. Seems like this village doctor is more dedicated than I thought. Could you please talk about the unfortunate... Oh, wait, no, that's what she said.
Could you please talk about the unfortunate... Oh, no, the first discoverer of this case, Alder Lemon?
Alter, that child.
Why do you sigh when talking about him? Is it that you don't quite like him?
It's not like I don't like him. It's just I'm getting old. How shall I put it? As I age, I find I know less and less about the boy. He always messes around with useless things in the village.
Though they may seem useless, I remember he set up a camera outside the village, and it caught a thief.
Oh, that's true. That box thing swooshed and trapped the thief inside. I was quite shocked when I saw it.
Well, I won't bother explaining it to him. That's all I need to know. This case must have caused a lot of trouble for Lemon Village, right?
Indeed. It's all because of that foreigner. Our village has been in panic for these past 2 years.
I'm days, not years. Whoops.
I don't know when this trouble will come to an end.
So, do you have any opinions on this case?
Opinions? To be honest, people in our village don't usually go out, let alone get involved with that foreigner.
And what about the guy who imitates wolf howls? What's your impression of him?
Oh, that young man from the outside. He's a bit reckless, but do you really think he could commit murder? I don't believe it.
If that's the case, it means there's no one to suspect, doesn't it?
I've lived for so long. I may not understand your case, but I'm somewhat confident in judging people.
So you're suggesting, could it be that you have made a mistake? What if that foreigner accidentally fell out by himself? If that were the case, it would be a happy outcome. Unfortunately, with a dagger left at the scene, various traces, and the note inviting someone to come out, the possibility of this case being an accident is quite low, based on these pieces of evidence. Anyway, your words are very valuable.
Yes, thank you, sir. By the way, do you know how to get into the clinic?
The clinic? Are you feeling unwell?
No, not at all. We just want to ask the village doctor some questions.
Alright. I won't dig any deeper into girl stuff.
You're talking in the wrong direction.
The clinic is over there. The white building with an X with an X. The path on the right is closer.
An X? So that's how the village chief sees the hospital symbol.
Thank you, sir. Alright, Luna, let's hurry up.
What the hell? Oh, okay, I see. Alright.
August 21st, clinic office of Lemon Village.
The village clinic should be around here.
Is this the clinic of Lemon Village? It doesn't look like a typical mountain clinic at all. It's so clean. This microscope looks quite advanced.
Indeed, there are also some machines covered with cloth in the back. They must be operating tables or something. The equipment here probably costs several million. This village doctor's quite something.
I really don't like the smell of medicine. Let's get things done quickly.
Strange. Is it my imagination? Feels like there's a faint smell of alcohol in the air.
Look, Chief, there are various medicines on the shelf that I've never seen before.
To provide the best treatment for the villagers, this level of equipment is necessary.
Wow, he's here.
Hey, don't make your face like you've seen a ghost.
Heard that both of you performed well in today's trial. Quite commendable.
I appreciate the kind words, but it's really just a narrow escape. By the way, how did you know about our performance? Did you attend the trial as well?
No, the detective informed me just now. Your purpose for coming here, I presume, is the same as his. However, entering without permission is even more rude than he is.
We're really sorry. We saw the door was unlocked, so we just walked in.
Fine. This place is meant to save lives, and the doors are never locked except during curfew. If you have nothing urgent, please leave now.
Why are you so eager to make us leave? Is there something in the clinic that shouldn't be seen?
You think too much. Although the clinic is small, I keep some virus samples here for research purposes. I was just trying to look out for you. Worried you might accidentally set them off and you end up exploding.
Whoa, really?
There's no virus that can make people explode.
Just a joke. If you have any suspicions about me, feel free to investigate here.
Dr. Vincent, you don't need to worry. I don't suspect you. I just want to ask you a few questions.
Please, go ahead. However, I won't provide any information different from what I shared yesterday.
Chief, I find this person really hard to communicate with.
He's kind enough. At least he didn't kick us out directly.
Chief, look. Dr. Vincent's computer desktop. Isn't that the magic boy?
The magical boy. Seems like I've heard that from somewhere. What is it?
Chief, you're so out of touch. It's the most popular anime now. I don't watch it, but I often hear about it.
Anime? Does Dr. Vincent also...
That's alter stuff. I have no interest in it.
I knew it. If this village doctor is actually an otaku, I won't believe in the world anymore. Does Alter Lemon often come here?
Not really. Alter stays at home all day doing nothing. And for this reason, the elders in the village often criticize him. Sometimes he comes here to escape from that. Over time, my computer accumulated quite a lot of his stuff.
You actually let him have his way. I won't allow Luna to mess with my desktop. So, is it common for you and Alter Lemon to gather herbs together?
Whenever there's a chance, he stays indoors all year round and likes exercise. Occasional hikes would be good for his health.
On the morning you found the victim, did you also ask Alter Lemon to go herb gathering with you?
I explained it in detail yesterday. I don't want to mention it again. I hope you understand.
As tight-lipped as always. If he keeps being ambiguous, I won't get anything useful. I need to find a way to steer the conversation towards the right track. But asking about the cloth with his fingerprints, probably not a good choice for now. Just wait and see. As the village chief said, you often go to the most dangerous cliff areas to gather herbs. Is that true?
Have you already visited the village chief?
Ah, yes, we happened to meet him earlier and had a chat.
How is his health?
He looks pretty good. Is he recovering soon?
Looks good. It's just superficial. I don't think he'll recover.
That's good. It's been a minute. Yeah, I'm going alright. Had a bit of a low activity in terms of streaming because of just some stupid IRL stuff. But yeah, now I'm getting back into it. And I'm also playing an Ace Attorney inspired game, Trials of Innocence, made by a Chinese game development company. And evidently, this game also has voice acting, but mainly in Chinese.
the voice actors actually do put in an effort to actually speak out the English lines like objection or hold it, or even just some funny ones like nonsense. And do I've been able to make it? Yeah. Yeah, we hate it when some stuff like that happens.
Looks good. It's just superficial. I don't think he'll recover.
How can that be? The village chief is quite energetic. Don't casually say such things.
I've been in medicine for many years, and I don't casually talk about patients' conditions. The village chief has a severe lung disease, and given his age, he can endure extreme treatments. I can only use the best herbs to extend his life. Hoping he can enjoy. I can only use the best herbs to extend his life, hoping he can enjoy his later years in peace.
Chinese creators are hella addicted to their craft, so I'm not surprised. Yeah. And yeah, they really like the Ace Attorney game, so they made their own. They made their own inspired version.
How could this be? How could this be? It's so sad.
I'm not afraid of dangerous cliffs. I venture out early in the morning to collect dew-soaked herbs for their utmost potency. Part of the reason is also for the village chief. Despite his opposition, I won't stop.
This is quite a moving statement. Dr. Vincent, from what I know, the collection time for some herbs is very specific, right?
Correct. Some herbs need to be collected at night, but due to the curfew, I can't obtain them.
Have you ever thought about making an exception and going out at night? For example, on the night before yesterday.
If my soul is drained by the night demon, how can I continue treating the villagers?
Do you really believe there is such a creature in the valley?
The curfew is an iron law that has lasted for thousands of years. Even the village chief cannot violate it. This topic ends here.
It doesn't work. Still can't get any useful information. If I present crucial evidence now, it might still be blocked by him. Since questioning won't solve the problem, I'll have to look for useful things in this clinic. Dr. Vincent, before we leave, would you mind if we conducted a quick investigation in the clinic?
Feel free to search, but don't casually operate medical equipment. When touching medicines, remember to wear gloves. I have other matters to attend to and can't entertain you further.
He agreed just like that? I thought it would be difficult.
He probably thinks we won't find anything valuable through a search. Anyway, this is a precious opportunity. While he's away, let's investigate thoroughly.
Alright, what do we got?
The window is square-shaped, facing the village square with good lighting.
Chief, do you think the night demon might suddenly stick its tongue out and jump through the window at night?
You think the night demon is a husky or something? Look at the size of this window. A person of regular size should be able to squeeze in and out.
Chief, please don't stick your head outside and start yelling. It might disturb the others.
Why would I do that? Just a regular wall clock. Nothing special. It might have been used for many years. Might have been in use for many years.
Let me take a look. It really lives up to the clinic standards. Chief, look how clean it is. Ours is just covered in dust.
Hey, you saw it. Then why not give it a wipe? Oh well, I'll take a closer look. Indeed, shining clean. Almost too clean. Like it was wiped just yesterday. If it's not a coincidence, this clock might have been touched recently. Is it to cover up some traces? It could be related to the case. I better note it down. So many bottles and jars. I'm getting a bit overwhelmed.
The clinic has more meds than one at my school in France.
Is it the campus clinic you told me about that advised you to drink more cola when you had a cold?
Cold medicine, stomach medicine, blood pressure medicine, hypnotics. They've got everything. Kinda tempted to eat some.
It's the first time I encountered a foodie who wants to eat medicine. Too many types of medication. Can't really use them as evidence. Well...
Oh, that's a spelling. Oh, that's a typo.
The table isn't anything special, but the tablecloth really catches the eye.
We should VC something catch up. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if time lines up, yeah. Yeah, we'll just see, because, you know, time zones can be quite a bitch between New Zealand and the US.
Is that Van Gogh's masterpiece, Starry Night? Didn't expect Dr. Vincent to have some taste. Van Gogh painted this vibrant color while in extreme pain. Maybe to doctors, this kind of artwork hits the soul harder and interprets the meaning of life.
Well, art is not my thing. I can't understand what she's saying. Using such patterns for a tablecloth is weird. Let's take a closer look.
Sure, the material's pretty solid, qualifies as a tablecloth. Huh? The tablecloth is pinned down with tacks.
Huh? Is it necessary to pin it down so tight just to keep it on the table?
It feels like it's urging us to lift and see. I'm lifting!
Hey, be careful. If it breaks, I'm not gonna pay for it.
What? I thought there might be some crazy secret on the back, but it turns out it's just all black.
Well, a bit disappointed. Nothing hidden under the tablecloth either. Let's take a picture, Luna. You get to pin it back in place.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. It's on this table, in a thick and opaque material. The top corners are each pinned to the table with a thumbtack, okay.
What's in this cardboard box? Some kind of medicine?
Let me take a look. It seems to be glass bottles filled with yellow-green liquid, and there's foam on the top.
This is beer! How could something like this be in the clinic?
I know. It must be recorded in Hippocratic Corpus that beer has medicinal effects, so Dr. Vincent uses it as medicine.
Hey, people didn't drink beer in the Hippocrates time around 400 BC. It's probably just Dr. Vincent's personal preference.
Oh, you got Prosolins in New Zealand. Oh, okay.
Huh? I thought people in Lemon Village only drink lemon tea.
So the smell of alcohol when I entered is from here. There are a few empty bottles, probably recently finished. Only 3 empty bottles. Even if I take a few, it won't be noticed.
Chief, what are you doing?
Oops, got carried away with my alcohol cravings. Calm down, I'm here to investigate. Can't let Luna look down on me. I don't know what the beer means, but I just note it down for now.
Okay, okay, got it.
I think we checked all the places we should have, and we got some useful evidence. Seems there's nothing interesting left here. Luna, let's get ready to go.
Goodbye.
Sorry for the interruption.
But next, where should we go?
I haven't decided yet. How about we head back to the square for now?
Phew, finally out. After smelling medicine for so long, my nose is kind of itchy. So where should we go next?
There's not much point in going back to the crime scene again. I don't have any other ideas. Oh, since Alta Lemon's home is near the clinic, let's just stop by and take a look. What do you think? What? This room! The scene is too shocking. I can't find words to describe it.
Hey, is this really Lemon Village? Could we have walked into a different dimension or something?
He has a body pillow.
Oh!
Oh,
What's going on?
The lawyer and his little assistant. I heard you guys came to the village, and I was just about to find you.
Find us?
do you really have to shine so lightly to find us? Also, I'm a lawyer too, not just some little assistant.
Oh, sorry, I got a bit too excited there. No, this really is. This is really an exciting thing.
What are you talking about?
It's this.
Whoa, why are you pulling out a weapon and pointing it at us?
What is this creepy thing? What was it?
Got scared, huh? This is a masterpiece born from diving into loads of detective games and tons of mystery anime. It can accurately pierce the darkness called hypocrisy in human hearts. Shatter all lies, clear the fog of the case, and ultimately lead to the sacred truth. The name is Verity Lance Longinus. Hey, bro, you're a lawyer. Show some respect, okay?
Chief, this guy's completely hopeless.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel the same. I really feel sorry for his parents.
How about we just leave? I don't think questioning him will get us anywhere.
Yeah, let's investigate elsewhere.
Huh? Hold on. This development is all wrong. Just listen to me for a moment.
Listen? Listen to what? To your tragic tale of going full otaku and finally losing your mind?
No, of course not. This Verity Lance is not some cosplay knockoff. It's a real lie detecting machine.
Lie detecting machine. Alright, let's hear what he has to say.
Alright, you have good taste, bro. This Verity Lance is the ultimate equipment I crafted after combining several medical devices. It detects the mental state of the subject through indicators like respiratory rate, blood volume, and pulse. When holding it, if the subject tells a lie or deliberately hides the truth, they'll be exposed immediately.
So, this thing is basically a lie detector.
Oh, looks like I've been underestimated. This thing is way more high-tech than a lie detector. I've specially crafted a gauge that can instantly reflect the subject's resistance level to confessing the truth. Bro, you can use that info to develop different tactics to make the subject waver. Once their gauge hits rock bottom, it's the moment they're cornered and spill the beans. And they spill the beans.
Again, there's some grammar mistakes.
Huh?
That does sound impressive. Can't be real, can it? Even police lie detectors aren't that advanced.
You got it. In case you encounter someone who triggers it, just show them this holy lance, and it's duel time.
What? And then stab them with it?
Absolutely not, that's too much. Unfortunately, these fancy features take up too much space, so I couldn't make it look like a cool Magatama.
Another Ace Attorney reference.
Makatama? What exactly is that?
Anyway, when the situation calls for it, you'll figure out how to use it.
I think I get it. But what does this thing have to do with us?
It has everything to do with you. The reason I sought you guys is precisely to give it to you.
Give it to us?
Yep. After all, I'm an otaku living a simple life in this village, and hardly anyone here tells lies. But you guys are different. Lawyers deal with all sorts of wicked, cunning, and evil people every day, right?
You're talking about prison guards, aren't you?
Well, almost the same thing. If you guys take it, I can get some test data for future upgrades. Plus, I've always been a fan of detective games, and this creation is inspired by them. Giving it to a true lawyer and showcasing its power is the biggest wish of my life. It's undoubtedly the grandest desire of the Verity Lance. So, accept it, please.
Feels like I'm pushed to a point where we can't refuse.
Chief, what do we do? Are we really going to carry this weird thing with us?
He means well after all, and I'll borrow it for a while.
Oh, bro, you're the best.
Chief, you really think it can work?
This shape fits into the backpack. In the worst case, we can toss it into the office's junk bin.
Huh? What secrets are you guys talking about?
Nah, nothing. By the way, can we ask you some questions about the case?
No problem.
By the way, you caused us quite a bit of trouble in court today.
Indeed, your video recording nearly got us killed.
Sorry about that, although I played a lot of trial games. It's my first time actually appearing in court. Being a witness isn't as easy as I thought.
Well, you don't have to blame yourself like that.
I had prepared amazing lines and an impressive entrance, but they were all scared away by that prosecutor.
So this is why you're feeling down?
By the way, as for the night camera at the village entrance, did you install it by yourself?
Absolutely. Although the gears were all brought in by my dad from outside, no one else here can install them.
Do you have villagers here specifically assigned to transport goods from the outside?
Yep, my dad is in charge of trade in the village, selling our fresh lemon tea every year, and exchange it for essentials in the village. Without him, I wouldn't have got all these rare treasures.
Rare treasures refers to these super otaku decorations in the room.
Bro, you didn't get it. You don't get it.
I think you're supposed to say you don't get it.
These things aren't just for show, many of them are practical.
Practical? Like that embarrassing thing on the bed?
Since you claim me to be a real otaku, this room must be your headquarters, right?
Of course, you could turn me into a plant and plant me in this room.
That's too much. Well, I'm not sure if it's related to the case, but I better ask about the situation in this mysterious room just in case. Your room is way too modern compared to the other houses in your village.
It's years of my dedication. Not just the items you see, almost all the modern devices in the village is eventually connected to my room. Network issues, voltage instability, or any mechanical problems can be controlled by me with just a few clicks.
Wow, that's so cool.
Really? I thought you city folks were used to this kind of thing.
I think city folks really have such ability. He doesn't seem to realize he's already an expert.
But compared to other houses in the village, my room isn't the most modern one.
What? There's an even more seasoned otaku in the village than you?
No way, I'm talking about Dr. Vincent's clinic.
Oh, I got it now.
Yeah, our village is small, and there's no need for a separate hospital, so he turned his home into a clinic. After he came back from abroad, he brought a bunch of fancy medical equipment. The high-tech level of those gadgets can totally outclass mine by a long way.
Since the village is not large, why invest in specialized medical equipment that is rarely used even in hospitals?
Especially his computer. The screen color is better than mine. It was such a blast watching anime on it the night before the last.
Wait a minute. Did you say the night before the last?
Well, about that, well...
Yeah, he was. Wait, yeah, he said that he was gonna watch anime in his room, but he was watching anime in the clinic at night during the curfew. Uh-oh.
It's the night of the incident, isn't it? So you weren't in your room that night?
Well...
A new piece of information. I need to dig into it. So on the night of the incident, you went to the clinic?
Well, maybe I did, maybe not.
Did you get sick that day? You look a bit down, but your complexion seems okay.
Oh, it's nothing. Not a big deal at all.
So what's this not a big deal? It can't be that big of a deal if you tell us, right?
Well, you know, I just went there to watch anime with him, that's all.
Chief, why are you suddenly frozen?
What's this feeling? Something's vibrating in my backpack. Could it be that thing?
When holding it, if the subject tells a lie or deliberately hides the truth, they'll be exposed immediately.
He was so vague. I could tell he was lying. This thing actually reacted. Could he actually create a powerful lie detector? If I'm not mistaken, clicking this button should activate it. Interesting. I'll give it a try. This guy's going to hide something from us. The device he gave us just reacted, so just take the opportunity to give it a try.
黒き嘘よ光の元に散れランギヌス起動
What's this?
Wait, is that the voice? What, did he install that specific voice clip into the into the Verity Lance?
Chief, are you okay? Why did you suddenly bring out this weird thing?
Huh? Well, is it reacting?
What? Does it really work?
Okay, cool music.
I heard Annie's voice just now, but the content was completely incomprehensible.
Oh, that was Annie's voice.
Oh, Annie helped me mimic some lines from a popular anime, and she learned pretty quickly.
Don't keep teaching such weird things to a kid. Anyway, it seems that the first person to be tested by the Verity Lance might be you.
What? Are you sure?
Well, since this is the first time using this gadget, it's better to stay calm and figure out what's going on. Alter Lemon claimed that he went to the clinic to watch anime. How could someone like Vincent Lemon possibly watch anime with this guy? Luckily, this otaku's personality is quite straightforward. If I present the facts, maybe they'll confess. If I keep messing up in the conversation or take too long, the subject might start to lose their patience. Alright, analysis steps here. Get ready to roll! You claim you went to the clinic to watch anime that night. That's a lie, isn't it?
Is it? How did you know?
Your shifty eyes and anxious look, and also the continuously buzzing Verity Lance.
What? So it can really detect lies?
You made it yourself, didn't you? Anyway, you couldn't have gone to the clinic to watch anime, because... I just heard from Dr. Vincent that he's not interested in things like anime. It doesn't make sense for someone who doesn't like anime to stay up all night watching it with you.
I just want to promote our otaku culture. We live so close, and he often takes care of me, so it's normal that I would want to preach about my love, isn't it?
He openly says he wants to preach, like it's a religion. What kind of cult is this? Maybe you're right, but that alone doesn't explain why you went all the way there. There must be another reason for you to go to the clinic, right? I don't have much evidence, but there are many things displayed in the clinic. Just take a guess.
I don't think it's that. And the clock was cleaned. And, well, yeah, my only guess is the beer.
This is what attracts you in the clinic, isn't it?
Take this. Take that. Yeah, the English line.
Ouch!
In such a remote village, it should be quite difficult to get beer, right? I can understand the occasional desire of young people to have a drink. So your main purpose to go to the clinic, was to drink.
And Longinus, are you betraying your creator? Oh, is this what God feels when being abandoned by humans? I can't stay here anymore.
Hold on, after clarifying everything, you can go wherever you want.
Okay, you win, I'll be honest. Actually, I did go to the clinic to drink. My dad is very strict about my drinking, so I can only go there to get a drink once in a while. Please, don't let my dad know. I can't believe that I would fall because of my creation.
Wow, so when he said this was a lie detector, he was serious.
So you never actually believed it?
It really surprised me that you could create something so amazing.
You are exaggerating too much.
Though this guy has been studying technology by himself here. He seems to be highly specialized, and because there are no others to compare, he probably has no idea of his abilities. So after drinking at the clinic, did you stay there?
Yes, when I became sober, it was already curfew time, so I watched anime with Dr. Vincent at the clinic. We went to sleep after watching the entire series of Magical Saga.
Totally sounds like an otaku.
When I woke up again, it was the next morning, and then we went to collect herbs. As for what happened later, I've already explained it in court.
But your room is very close to the clinic. Couldn't you just walk back home?
Absolutely not. The curfew cannot be violated. Once it's past 6 p.m., no one can go outside, even if you live next door.
The Verity Lance doesn't react, so he's not lying. And it doesn't look like he's lying. Speaking of which, how much did you drink? I didn't see many empty bottles in the clinic, so you must not be good at drinking.
You know, my dad doesn't allow me to drink, so I didn't get chances to build up my tolerance. I stayed up late playing games the night before, so I got drunk quickly.
Drinking right after staying up? You really don't value your own life.
And I end up spilling alcohol on my clothes. Look, that's the shirt. I have to wash it later.
The clothes he wore on the day of the incident, the beer stain, and the easily drunk Alter Lemon. These two might be connected. Can I borrow that shirt for a while?
Huh? I don't think collecting dirty clothes is a good hobby, you know.
Don't get me wrong, I just think it might be helpful for the case.
I see. Take it if you think it'll be useful.
Thank you. Oh,
Did the cloth come from his shirt then? Because the cloth, yeah, because on the day there's some stains on the collar and the right cuff smelling like beer. Okay. Ah, the sneaky lawyers.
Why am I involved now?
Oh, Detective Spark.
You, why are you here too? I'm serious. Whoa, I've been gone ahead. Now I can't report to Prosecutor Ray. I'm serious. Huh? What are you holding? Show it to me. I'm serious. I'll take it. It's better than nothing. Bye. I'm serious.
Evidence has been stolen.
Chief? What are you doing? How are you go after him? He took our evidence.
Well, how can I possibly catch up with Detective Spark? Forget it, let's just hope it's not something useful.
Chief, it's all because you don't exercise regularly. When we get back, I'll ask Sis to teach you boxing personally.
Hey, let's hurry up and go to the next place.
August 21st. Entrance of Lemon Village.
Oh my, after a whole day of investigation, even I'm exhausted. We've investigated enough in the village. Should we head back to the detention center now?
Yeah, let's go. Huh? Is that Annie?
Ah, is that the little girl you mentioned? The one who makes great lemon tea? Hi, Mr. Lawyer! And is this the beautiful lady also? Is this the beautiful lady also?
Is this the beautiful lady? Okay, this is, yeah, another grammar issue.
And is this beautiful lady also the lawyer? A lawyer? Yes, we're from the same law office. I'm Luna Ray. Hello, Sis Luna.
Hey, why do you call me Mr. Lawyer but call her Sis Luna? I felt so left out.
You two must be tired coming here. Let me serve you some tea. Thank you. Wow, the tea tastes really good. May I have another cup, please? Of course, you're very welcome. There are so many other types of lemon tea here. Would you like to try some others? Fantastic. One of each, please.
Hey, are you here to investigate or to enjoy lemon tea? Well, since we've encountered her, let's see if she has any new information. Have you heard about today's trial?
Yes. Yes. The prosecutor just visited and mentioned a few things.
Prosecutor Ray came. What did she say?
She seemed very angry and kept saying things like, I'll definitely punch that sloppy lawyer into the wall. And useless police are only fit to be punching bags. It was all very hard to understand. It's better that you don't understand.
If we really win this case, can I walk out of the court alive? But still, why did Prosecutor Ray specifically come to visit Annie? By the way, we just met your grandpa. He seems well.
I heard that Annie's been taking care of him at home. What a good kid. You are praising me too far, Sis Luna. It's really nothing. I was raised by Grandpa, so now taking care of him is my responsibility.
According to Dr. Vincent, the village chief's illness is incurable. When that day comes, I wonder what will happen to Annie. Reality's a bit cruel for such a child. Just thinking about it makes me sad.
Mr. Lawyer, are you okay? You don't look so well. Maybe we should call Dr. Vincent to prescribe some Nepenthe for you.
No need for that. Just hearing the name of the medicine makes me feel like something unimaginable will happen.
Okay, Mr. Lawyer and Sis Luna, take care of yourselves. It's so late. I completely forgot about helping Grandpa with the chores.
Huh? Are you leaving now? We still have some questions for you.
I'm sorry, I need to make medicine for Grandpa. Although I also want to talk with you more with you. No worries. Things concerning your grandpa is more important. Then I'll go back now. Take care on your way. The prosecutor asked me to testify in court tomorrow, so we'll see each other again then. I'll treat you some tea.
What?
She will testify. But she's already gone far. What should we do, Chief? Sis wants Annie to testify. Maybe she got some critical information from her.
It's strange. I don't think that Annie has anything to do with this case.
Chief, why are you still so calm? We should hurry up and catch up to ask.
Given your sister's personality, she must have already instructed Annie to keep silent. Even if we catch up to her, we can't interrogate her in front of so many villagers.
Yeah, that's true. So what's your plan, Chief?
One step at a time and deal with whatever comes up. We don't have much time now.
Alright, the next place... Are we heading to the detention center you mentioned so many times? The time I spent with Plum last time was too short. I still want to explore more.
Being excited about Lemon Village is acceptable, but why are you also excited about going to a detention center?
As long as it's an interesting place, of course, I'll get excited. I'll make sure to take a photo with the prison guard.
What's interesting about a detention center? I really don't understand what she's thinking.
August 21st, 5:13 p.m. Good afternoon, boss.
Whoa, don't startle me like that.
Sorry, I've been here too long and seeing the living gets me excited.
Are all guards here zombies? Well, you should know that tomorrow's trial will likely bring a verdict to this case. We still have some questions for you, and we hope you can be completely honest to us.
It's hard to touch the wound of an injured lone wolf. But since it's you, boss, I'll come clean and tell you everything I know.
Huh. Suddenly...
Suddenly so cooperative. He's indeed a colleague.
Ahem. So I'll ask you some questions.
What?
Nothing. Just checking. Aren't you supposed to be in school these days? How come you have time for a trip?
Boss, it seems like you've been out of school for too long. It's summer vacation now.
Exactly. August is the happy time for our generation.
Happy for him, maybe, but you've already been graduated for a while. Then why did you choose to travel to a place like Lemon Village? It's not a popular tourist spot as far as I know.
Ooh! Oh, you're those crowded tourist spots. Too many people. What's the fun of it? Lemon Village is not only most beautiful scenery and simple folk customs, but most importantly, it's readily visited. In popular spots, how can I enjoy things like occupying an observation deck to admire the moon alone?
That makes sense. Please recall your actions on the day of the incident carefully.
Of course. Got it. As I already said in court, after dinner on the day of the incident, Harry told me about this foreigner. He talked non-stop with the village chief. Clearly he had a scam.
But Annie didn't understand what they were talking about at all. Don't you think your conclusion is a bit too hasty?
Hey, just look at his expression and outfit. He's definitely not a good guy. Anyway, I gave him a good beating.
Only you would attack someone for that reason.
Don't be fooled by his tall stature. He's actually a weak little chihuahua. One kick and down. Anyway, after giving him a beating, I was in a better mood and directly went back to sleep.
Were you always sleeping until you went out to admire the moon?
Exactly. To conserve my energy, I rested until 1:15 a.m. and then went out just as planned to see the supermoon. The night view was especially beautiful, so I strolled leisurely, savoring the scenery, and arrived at the cliff at about 2 a.m. After singing loudly to the moon, I returned to the village. I should have gone to sleep around 2:30 a.m.
If you hadn't beaten the victim, this would sound perfect.
Perfect? Are you praising me?
Don't get ahead of yourself. The timing of your outing and the incident overlap significantly. Did you notice anything unusual?
Unusual things. Let me think.
Unusual sounds or signs? Anything. After all, someone died at the time. There couldn't have been no signs at all, right?
Ooh! Because I was wholeheartedly enjoying the moon, I didn't pay much attention to the surroundings. But about something unusual, I did hear sounds coming from the nearby bushes while admiring the moon on the cliff.
Sounds?
Yeah, I felt like something was there. But it was in the mountains, so I guess it was probably a lost hare, trembling in fear because of a wolf nearby.
Bushes? There are such things on a cliff. But what does it mean? What about the riverbank? Did you see the body?
The riverbank? I did look down, but the moonlight was blocked by plants, so I couldn't see anything. Ooh! Really hit my confidence. If I were a real lone wolf,
You still wouldn't see. That's the ability of a feline creature. Well, it looks like our time is running out, and we learned about your situation. Is there anything else you want to say?
boss, just you.
Is that all? Well, let me ask you another question then. I want to confirm it again before tomorrow's trial.
Ooh! Anything.
You really didn't kill him, did you?
Ooh!
As I said,
As I said before, I really just gave him a beating, that's all. And now you're the person I trust the most. I'll never lie to you again, boss.
that's good. I trust you too. Rest well today and wait for the results tomorrow.
Yes, boss.
Chief, so that's the end of our investigation for today, right?
Yeah, it's curfew time now, and the meeting time at the detention center is past. I don't think we have much left to do.
Yeah, let's make good use of the remaining time to try and get back to the office before it gets dark.
What should I do?
That voice.
I'm serious. I'm never gonna get back to the wall. I'm serious.
This is the first time I've ever seen someone talking to himself so loudly. Detective Spark, why are you here?
Ah, you guys. Have you ever seen someone passing here just now?
Huh? It's so late. I thought anyone else would come.
How could this happen? And the report on this evidence.
Huh? What evidence?
You know,
Come to think of it, it did take away one of our evidence.
don't ask. None of your business. I'm serious.
This reaction.
What's wrong, Chief? Why do you make such a strange face?
This seems to be the reaction of the Verity Lance in my backpack. So Detective Spark is either lying or hiding something from us.
Why are you staring at me? I'm going back.
No, judging by Detective Spark's expression, he seemed to be determined to hide certain information from us. The fact that he's so anxious probably indicates that this is an important clue related to the case. I need to find a way to make him talk.
ランギヌス起動
Oh, what's going on?
It's really hard to get used to this weird voice effect of Annie. Detective Spark, is the evidence report you mentioned really unrelated to us?
Of course.
Ha! His shifting eyes and trembling voice already show that he's lying to us. Although I can guess what he's hiding, he is, after all, the detective. At the moment, he's on the prosecutor's side, which is our opposite side. Even if I expose his lies and reveal the truth, it might not make him willingly tell us the information. Now, it's time for me to use my lawyer persuasion techniques to break through his defenses. Hopefully this strange device is as effective as that otaku said. Here it goes. Detective Spark, the evidence report you have must be related to the Lemon Village case, right?
It's not. This information from another case. I'm serious.
This case is completely charged by you, and now it's all at the most crucial period. You shouldn't have the spare energy to take on other cases, right?
You're wrong. I have plenty of energy. I can handle all the cases in this area. I'm serious.
Are you capable of bilocation or something? Detective Spark, lying is wrong. You can't possibly have other cases at hand because you were just assigned to this area yesterday. How could you get other cases?
How careless of me. I'm serious.
As for the content of the report, I have some ideas. Earlier, you sneakily took away some evidence from the village.
You're the sneaky one.
This investigation report is about this evidence.
Take that.
The black shirt in Alto Lemon's home was taken before we had the chance to investigate. Detective Spark, you mentioned in court that you were a military doctor. The reason you took this seemingly unrelated item, could it be that you found something suspicious on it? What? Is that all?
What are you mumbling about?
I remember Alter said, The measurement on the Verity lance representing the subject's resistance levels to telling the truth. In other words, this guy is hiding the report from us for another reason.
Just stay there in the detention center or waste your time. I won't buy your words anymore, and I won't answer any more of your questions. Goodbye, I'm serious.
What's going on? Is patience running out so fast? Wait, Detective Spark, please wait.
What? I need to rush to the procuratoriate ASAP. I'm serious.
He is quite impatient now. I need to break to his defense. Detective Spark, did you just say you're rushing to the procuratoriate instead of returning to the police station?
None of your business. My principle is to be meticulous in handling cases and not to have any omissions in the reports.
So if you don't hurry to the procuratoriate, it would go against your principle. Actually, you must be looking for this person at the procuratoriate.
Take that.
Take that. Whoa, just seeing the photo makes me shudder. I'm serious.
Let me guess, you found evidence critical to the case but haven't had a chance to hand it over to Prosecutor Ray, right?
Are you a mind reader?
I can't read minds, but your expression already gives you away.
If I can't hand it over to her before tonight, I'm doomed.
Well, speaking of this evidence,
I won't talk to you about this evidence. Just because of that black cloth evidence yesterday, I was punched like a sandbag for a whole half hour. I'm serious.
that sounds really tough.
So the color report has absolutely nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. I'm serious.
So the only one he fears is Prosecutor Ray. I need to find a breakthrough from this. Quite the opposite, Detective Spark. This matter is deeply concerned to us because... After all, we are the lawyers for this case.
So what? Prosecutor Ray hates lawyers the most. I'm serious.
But we're also working hard for our client.
Oops, I hit the London accent. Then go work hard somewhere else and don't bother me. I'm serious.
Oh shit. Well, seems like I chose the wrong approach. Maybe I should try a different strategy. I'm quite familiar with Prosecutor Ray.
I know you are quite familiar.
Oh really? That makes things easier.
She's so familiar with you that she wishes she could punch you into a wall. What's there to be proud of? I'm serious.
Ah shit. Actually, I thought about making friends with Prosecutor Ray. Who wants to vanish me? Maybe I lost my mind. Because, Luna, it's you.
What? Me?
What kind of trick are you playing? I'm serious.
I don't get it. I couldn't even enjoy your conversation just now.
Wait a minute. I felt something strange in the courtroom yesterday. Why do you look so familiar? How could you look so much like Prosecutor Ray?
Huh? Well, she's my sister, so isn't it normal to look alike?
What? Prosecutor Ray has a sister?
That's right. This girl was—
Oh, I know. I think I know what he's planning to do. He's gonna say that she's like her sister and will threaten him if he doesn't show the evidence. I think that's what he's going. I think that's the approach he's going with. Which, okay, that's something I wouldn't expect, but because I thought he would act more professionally. But I guess if this is like the only way to get him to budge, then probably.
That's right. This girl was specifically entrusted to my law office by Prosecutor Ray.
What? Chief, what are you talking about?
Just be quiet and listen. Prosecutor Ray dotes on her little sister so much that, in order to broaden her horizons and help her grow, she specifically assigned her to intern with me, her so-called opponent. How touching is this dedication?
Oh, what?
So if Luna completes her internship and reports to Prosecutor Ray mentioning the loud voice detective never cooperates, not only does he not provide me evidence, but he also speaks impolitely and makes things difficult for me in every way. Well, I wonder how Prosecutor Ray would react.
Ah, this is off. I'm serious. I'll tell you everything. I'm serious. Oh, okay, it was just that.
Wow, he collapsed in an instant. The pressure from the Prosecutor Ray is indeed not exaggerated.
Why don't I understand what you guys are talking about?
Thanks to Luna's role as the doted little sister, which helped a lot. But if without the so-called Verity Lance, maybe I wouldn't even find the correct direction of the conversation. With it, I can penetrate defenses with persuasion skills even when I have no solid evidence, but only vague assumptions. It's hard to believe that the invention of that otaku is actually quite useful. So, Detective Spark, about the evidence report you mentioned.
This time, I don't think I can hand it over to Prosecutor Ray on time. Actually, I did find something very strange. I'm serious.
Strange. What is it?
Is this black shirt worn by that villager named Alter Lemon?
Yes, you can smell beer on the shirt's cuffs.
If only it were just beer, my lady.
Huh? Are you talking to me?
Come and take a look at the sleeves of this shirt.
I think you can just call me Luna. What is this, paint?
No, this is a residue left by some kind of medication. To be precise, it's hypnotics. I'm serious.
What?
When I picked up this shirt, I smelled a faint medication odor, so I specifically sent it to the clinical lab for analysis. This medication is not Okay.
Alright, be right back.
Alright, we're back. This medication is not rare in the city, but in this remote village, the availability is very limited. Although Prosecutor Ray didn't order an investigation of the Altered Lemon's room, I still felt uneasy and wanted to report it to her.
The room of an otaku doesn't have any direct connection to the case, so it's normal not to investigate. But I didn't expect Detective Spark to be such a conscientious person.
My lady, please don't make fun of me, right now. My life is really at stake. I'm serious.
What's the dosage of the hypnotics?
The residue is mixed with beer, so right now I can only estimate the concentration of the medication. I'm serious. If I'm not mistaken, consuming this concentration of the drug and sleeping for a day and night wouldn't be surprising.
What? That's very strong. Did someone sleep for a whole day and night? Or being drugged on the day of the incident? I don't remember.
Alright, I really have to go now. Even if I can't find Prosecutor Ray, I need to at least submit the files at the police station.
In other words, we can present it legitimately in court tomorrow, right?
My lady, please help speak well in front of Prosecutor Ray. At least spare my life. I'm serious.
I'll do my best.
See you in court tomorrow. I'm serious.
Chief, what did you say to that loud voice detective?
Hey, don't mind it. It's just a little trick to get information. I hope Detective Spark can survive this case. It's not convenient to talk here, and the last bus is coming soon. Let's hurry.
Ah, okay.
Well, no matter how many times we go through this mountain road, it feels painful as hell. By the time we return to the office, it's already midnight. Even the shops downstairs were closed.
August 21st, 9:15 p.m. Drinking Thomas Cole offices.
So sleepy.
Hey, the materials for tomorrow's court haven't been organized yet. Now's not the time to take a nap.
Oh damn, I haven't seen this extra. Whoops. Screen glitched for a moment. Hold on. There we go. I haven't seen this expression from her before.
She actually does starting to look like more of her sister when she's threatening people.
Yes. Who is the head of this office?
Speaking of which, that hypnotics is really intriguing.
I'll see you there.
Oh, what was that? What was that statement? Okay.
Since it's on the otaku shirt, it means that he was that drugged person. But Alton Lemon seems completely unrelated to this case. What's the point of drugging him? And Detective Spot said the dose can make a man sleep for a full night, day and night. That young man didn't seem to sleep so long.
I'm not sure, but this evidence might be the final piece of the puzzle to clarify the defendant's innocence. Most importantly, it is now in our hands, and your sister is still unaware of its existence.
Is that so? So this will be our trump card tomorrow?
Exactly. But Prosecutor Ray probably have prepared some troublesome tactics that will do everything to convict the defendant.
Well, maybe not.
Huh? What do you mean?
Chief, what do you think of Sis as a prosecutor?
Huh? If you ask me, the first word that will come to mind is probably righteous. Though she is strategic, she won't use those despicable tricks. Some prosecutors prioritize winning, resorting to concealing evidence and manipulating testimonies to ensure a guilty verdict. But I don't think Prosecutor Ray would do that, right?
I didn't expect you to understand her so well. Sis is very persistent about finding the truth.
Truth?
Yeah, when I was in college, she told me that the work of lawyers and prosecutors is essentially the same. Though at different starting points, both are using the form of debate to gradually reveal the truth. So even if they attack each other harshly in court, all work they do ultimately is to speak for the facts.
Making court like a boxing ring. I'm afraid only she could do that. So you mean, if Prosecutor Ray finds during the trial that Wolfgang Holyfield is indeed innocent, she'll drop prosecuting?
I haven't thought that far yet.
Let me ask it another way, Luna. If you find during the investigation that Wolfgang Holyfield is indeed guilty, would you give up defending him and quit midway?
Huh? Well, I haven't thought that far yet either. Chief, what you talked about today is quite profound. I'm struggling to keep up.
Well, maybe this is a good opportunity to talk about that question. After all, this is the baptism that every newcomer to the Drake and Thomas Cove must undergo, isn't it? Luna, you have a background in law school, so you should have thought about this question many times. Tell me, what is the meaning of the law?
Hey, Chief, are you testing me? The meaning of law has been discussed for centuries. The law consists of social norms and behavioral standards established by the legislature, recognized by society for all citizens. My understanding is that it's essentially a tool that humanity uses to seek truth and maintain the proper functioning of society.
What a standard answer. But what if there is a contradiction between truth and maintaining the function of society? As those serving the law, what should we do?
What? Huh? Does such a situation even exist?
So that's what you think. Let me tell you a story.
Well then, I'll grab a small chair and join in.
Just stay on the sofa.
Okay.
This story happened in the spring and autumn period of China. Confucius, a famous scholar, had a hot-tempered student named Zilu.
Huh, I heard about him. I think I saw him in a comic book when I was a kid.
One day, Zilu went out to buy a helmet and witnessed a quarrel between a cloth retailer and a farmer who was buying cloth. The farmer wanted to buy 7 feet of cloth, with each foot priced at 3 coins. The cloth vendor said 3 times 7 is 24. But the buyer insisted on 3 times 7 is 21. Seeing this, Zilu meddled, saying that 3 times 7 is 21, so 7 feet of cloth should also cost 21. The retailer, glancing at Zilu, said, "What do you know about it? You're just an outsider." So they started to argue and couldn't persuade each other.
This kind of thing only happens in times without calculators. What then?
Then Zilu got so angry and said, "If 3 times 7 is 24, then I'll give you the helmet I just bought." The retailer insisted his words and said, "If 3 times 7 is 21, I'll cut off my head and give it to you." In the end, they decided to go to Confucius to seek justice. Back then, Confucius' authority was supreme, and he was equivalent to the law. After listening to the explanation of the retailer, Confucius smiled and said to Zilu, 3 times 7 is 24. Zilu, give the helmet to him.
Huh? What? Did I hear that correctly? Confucius can't do math?
How's that possible? Zilu was also puzzled and went to ask Confucius. Confucius told him that losing a helmet is no big deal. He can always buy another one. But if the retailer loses his head, that's life.
What? I never thought about it this way.
The former chief used to tell me that the original purpose of the law is to maintain all humanity's order and interests, as long as each judgment rewards the good and punishes the wicked. And society benefits the most with the least harm. The so-called truth is not as important as we imagined.
But if the truth is not important, then why do we investigate so diligently?
Well, as we're finding the basis for judgment. We can't visit every relevant person and collect every clue. What we see is only one side of the case. To ensure that every verdict leans towards the most reasonable outcome, we must first have an overview of the entire incident.
I sort of understand, but I'm still confused.
If you don't understand now, it's okay. During your staying here, you'll encounter all sorts of cases and people. Treat them as experiences and try to find your own answers.
Okay, I'll do my best.
As the night deepened, even the few streetlights outside the door gradually went out. Though I discussed those matters with Luna, I still can't grasp the core of the Lemon Village case. Tomorrow's trial will bring the case to a close, so I must reveal everything within the limited time. If what Luna said about Prosecutor Ray is correct, what awaits me might not be a simple court debate. I think it will be a magnificent battle of beliefs.
August 22nd. Oh, yeah. I forgot I had to read that fast. It auto scrolls that part for some reason. I think I'll call it here actually. Yeah. We'll continue the trial in another stream, so farewell for now. And see you in the next stream.